In this video, we will talk about try except in Python. So try except statements in Python are used to do error handling. So sometimes we write code and exceptions and errors are raised. So how we can handle them, that is all about exception handling. So let's say I write here a print statement, and within print statement I write number. Okay. Number is nowhere defined. I have nowhere defined what is the value of number, but I am making use of it in print statement. So let's see what it comes. In the output, you see there is the error, name number is not defined. So there is no number. That's why it is raising the error. So let's say you have written some code, such kind of errors and exceptions might be there, right? So you need to learn how you can handle them. Okay. Now what I write here is try. So this is the syntax, okay? Try and then indentation for a block, and then within that I am doing this, try printing the number, and then I am writing except and again colon and then indentation block, and then here I am printing there's some error and I was defined to handle it. Okay. Okay. Now I'll run it. You see, now this error is not occurring, but it is printing whatever there is in the except block. Okay, there's some error and I was defined to handle it. So here we are first telling the Python compiler to try running this code, whatever is written in the try block. Then we are using whatever is written in except to handle that error. Okay, so now if I define the value of number here as 500, it will simply print whatever there is in the try block, because try block executed successfully and no exceptions or error were raised while writing this code. In that case, whatever is written in except is not executed. But if there will be like no number, then it will run whatever there is in except, because this code failed to execute or raise some errors. So here you can see there is the name of the error, that is name error. Okay, there is name error. Okay, you can handle particular errors with Python. Okay, so here I am writing except name error. Okay, so this except block will only handle if there is a name error. Okay, so you see currently it's handling this because this is a name error handling. Okay, I'm writing name error handling. Okay, okay, now I'm here doing some other error. Let's say I'm not doing name error. I define the number value as 10. Okay, now this block does not execute because there is no error. Okay, now let me raise some another error like print number divided by 0. Okay, so we cannot divide any number by 0, right? It will it is simply not defined. This will raise an error. We cannot define a number by 0. Let's see what error it gives. You see, it gives 0 division error. It gives 0 division error. So no name error, and even the except name error block is not even executed because this block is only made to handle name error. So we have to write another except block to handle 0 division error. 0 division error. So 0 division error handling. Okay, so now you will see this block will execute. The print statement inside the 0 division error will execute. You see, 0 division error handling. And you can always, you know, add an except block at the end to handle just any kind of exception, any exception. So if there is no name error, there is no division error, but there is some other error, then only this except block will execute. So this executes in order. First it will try to execute whatever there is, then it is, if there is an error in it, then it will check. If it is a name error, it will run this. If it's not, it will move to the next except statement. If it's a 0 division error, it will run this. If it's not 0 division error, then it will move to the final except statement and will execute it. Okay, now let me just you know, make another error, not even a division error. So let me just write like this. Okay, so you see any exception is raised. Okay, this one is raised because it is not a name error, it is not even a division error. Now you see it simply prints any exception, but What if you want to see what particular type of exception it is within this try except block? Not in simple way, but in this try except block we can do like this: except, you can write exception as, and then you can write any variable name that you want to access within it. So here I'm using f string notation again, and then any exception, the exception is, and then here I'm writing the variable ex. So then I'm clicking on this print button. You see the exception is int object is not subscriptable. Okay, so we are doing subscripting here. So int object is not subscriptable. So you can see the error is we cannot do like indexing in case of int object, right? So that's why it is saying int object is not subscriptable. Okay, and also there is one more block that is used with try except, and that is finally. So as the name suggests, finally always will execute. Okay, let's say I will always execute. So whether there is an error, there is not, it will always execute. So let me show you in all conditions. So there is no error. Okay, in the first case there is no error, it prints 10. Still finally is executed. You see the print statement inside finally is executed, hence it is showing I will always execute. Okay, now let me raise name error. Okay, name error, I'm just commenting down this number. You see it is name error handling. Now I will always execute. Okay, it also executes, Okay, now I will raise zero division error. See, zero division error, but still it says I will always execute. And now let me raise that subscriptable error, and you see the subscriptable error is raised, but still it is executed. I will always execute. So this is how you can make use of try except and finally blocks, and you can do different types of error handling in Python using this mechanism. Okay, let me explain you one more concept. You can also raise exceptions yourself. Okay, let's say I'm here defining number is equal to, let's say 500, and I say if number is greater than, let's say 400, then I'll say raise. I'll use the keyword raise. To raise an exception we use the keyword raise, and then exception as a function, and inside it I have to define what exception I want to raise. So here I'm raising a exception. The number should not be greater than 400. Okay, I just raise a custom exception, and now let's run this. You see it raised an exception, the number should not be greater than 400. You can also raise particular exceptions like name error, type error, value error, like this. So there are inbuilt exceptions. So value error, the number should not be greater than 400. And again you can handle this errors using try except blocks. So that's all about this video.